Hello, and welcome back to yet another installment of Lena Bond Sports Talk. I am Lena Bond. Spring is here, ladies and gentlemen, and you know what that means? Oh yeah, NBA playoff time. Which essentially means we get to sit here and watch 16 other teams go through the motions until the Cavs and Warriors meet in the championship game. You know it's true. And although the NBA Finals seem to be getting more and more predictable with each coming year, let me just say this. This regular season ruled. The 2016-17 NBA season was phenomenal and was exactly what fans were looking for. Legendary nights, incredible drama, and perhaps the best MVP race we've ever seen. In the end, we wound up with four major candidates. We have the king himself, LeBron James, defensive superstar Kawhi Leonard, the bearded maestro himself, Harden, and Mr. Triple-Double, Russell Westbrook. And let me preface this by just saying that each of these players has made a more than solid case to be MVP. But in the end, there can only be one. So let's go ahead and take a look at the arguments for each candidate, starting off with Russell Westbrook. Westbrook averaged a triple-double over the course of a regular season, a statistical feat of wonder that only Oscar Robertson has ever accomplished. Westbrook has taken the Kevin Durant departure and turned it into his own private catalyst for basketball brilliance, almost single-handedly pulling the OKC Thunder into the playoffs. And let's take a look at some of the stats that came with his legendary performance this year. As we all know, Russell Westbrook was the second player in NBA history to average a triple-double, and he did so while leading the league in scoring. He was also third in assists, second in assists per 100 possessions, trailing Harden by just 0.3 assists. And let's face it, the Thunder record when Westbrook has a triple-double is phenomenal. 33-9, which is a 78% win percentage. He was number one in PER, number one in value over replacement player, number one in offensive box score plus minus. Thunder offense is 10.7 points per 100 possessions worse when he's on the bench. In clutch time, Westbrook leads the league in points per 100 possessions with 74.3, shooting at 44.6% from the field, and OKC is plus 21.7 per 100 possessions with him on the court in such situations. To put it simply, Russell Westbrook is OKC's offense. Now let's make a case for James Harden. I know and we all know that James Harden has been an absolute sensation under Mike D'Antoni's free-flowing system. He's averaging a career high 29.2 points a game, and even more impressive 11.2 assists per game. That number is kind of Steve Nash-esque, the dishes per game success that helped Nash twice best Kobe Bryant for the same award. Now let's take a look at some of the stats that helped Harden to get to this point. James Harden has led the Rockets to what is currently the 9th best offensive season in NBA history as a leading scorer and playmaker. He's also averaging a triple-double per 100 possessions and one of 3 players to do so this season behind Westbrook and LeBron. He leads the league in points produced, combined points, and points from assists. He's second in points overall, leads Westbrook in points per possession plus assists, only player to ever score 2,000 points and to generate 2,000 points from assists in the same season. Wow. He's made the Rockets into a legitimate contender with 54 wins, more than Westbrook or James, and the third most league-wide. He has seamlessly moved from point guard with a greater role, responsibility, and function with not only adjusting to the position, but thriving. Quite frankly, he has made his teammates better than any other player has made theirs. Now let's look at the case made for Kawhi Leonard. Leonard has risen to be one of the absolute best players in the NBA. He has no signature quotes, no commercials etched into the cultural fabric, no flashy celebration routines. He doesn't twirl, flex, or fist pump. He's a machine, or at least as close as we've ever seen to one. But there's a human in there somewhere. He just never shows it, and that's kind of part of his appeal. Let's take a look at his stats this season. Kawhi Leonard's stats this season have also been pretty phenomenal. He's the best perimeter defender in the NBA, and he has no discernible weaknesses in his game. He has the most blocks, most steals, and fewest turnovers per 100 possessions of all the major candidates. Not to mention that his 7-2 record against the other 3 candidates, including signature performances against Houston and OKC. He does more with less, putting up comparable scoring numbers to James Harden, Russell Westbrook, with radically lower usage rate. And lastly, we have LeBron James. And there's not much I'm gonna say making a case for Bron, because there's not much I need to say. Quite frankly, he's the best player in the league. We all know it. So why shouldn't he be the MVP? And as for LeBron's stats this season, he has career highs in rebounds and assists, and his per-game statistical lines are comparable to his 2 prior MVP seasons. He shot 33.3% from a three-point range, he's allowed the Cavs to finish with a top 5 record, and has averaged a triple-double per 100 possessions. with 34 points, 11.1 rebounds, and 11.2 assists. But it all comes down to this, my friends. How do we define valuable? To me, valuable is best defined as irreplaceable, as in if said player wasn't in the league, it'd be a completely different game. So based off of that definition, who was the MVP this season? Easy. The same man who should be named MVP every single year, LeBron James. But let's face it, the committee is not going to keep on throwing awards LeBron's way. And because of that, I'm naming Russell Westbrook as my MVP for the season. His KD Who campaign has led to historical numbers. Westbrook gave absolutely everything he had on offense this season. Every possession, every game, every time down, he never quit, he never stopped, he never relented. So consider this girl's ballot cast. Well, that's all for this rendition of Lena Bond Sports Talk. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at Lena Bond Sports and check out my website, lenabond.com. And until next time, I'm Lena Bond, and just remember, my word is bond.